Do you know what? One of my biggest call to actions. Please, please, please think of all the people you know who are autistic or Aspergic. Think about the struggles that they have with communication, with confidence, with understanding feedback, that sort of stuff, and what opportunities that they've got in life. How tolerant are the people around him? I'm Aspergic. I used to get feedback saying things like, "We love your enthusiasm, but could you tone it down a bit?" Well, as most people on the spectrum would be able to testify, it's either on or it's off. It's kind of a black and white situation, and unfortunately that's just the way I'm wired. People who know me well know me to be generally an upbeat and bubbly person, and that's my on position, if you like. That's my white position. My black position is not moody or depressed necessarily, although it could take me there. It tends to just be very quiet. And I think that's important, to have some quiet to balance out the loud and chatty. So if you do see somebody being really quiet, you can check in and ask them if they're okay, but accept their answer, because they probably are okay. They're just having a bit of recharge time. But the main call to action that I wanted to talk about right now was how good Toastmasters is specifically as a programme for helping people on the spectrum. The feedback that we get in life is generally unhelpful. It's non-specific, there are no examples, it's not delivered in a supportive way, and there's very little help given afterwards. It's kind of, here's your feedback, off you go, you've got to do something with that now. Well, that's not terribly helpful unless you've got some sort of outstanding manager or friend who's willing to help you out with the so what factor afterwards. Usually you're left with a conundrum, a feeling of, well, I've done some stuff that didn't work, but I don't know how to fix it. Well, the reason why I've been at Toastmasters for 6 years now is because I do get effective evaluation on everything that I do. I get evaluation on being area director, on being a committee member, a role member in the meeting, and of course on being a speaker. These kind of evaluations are so valuable for me because they help me to understand what is appropriate behaviour, what kind of body language is working, whether or not I have read the audience right. It's that confirmation of, okay, so how I thought that went, it did go that way. That's really helpful. That's added to my information. And the learning that I'm able to do because I'm in a safe environment is far more than if I felt I had to look over my shoulder all the time or have to check in all the time with somebody. Also, I know that whenever I go to a Toastmasters meeting, it's going to be 3 speeches, it's going to be 3 evaluations, there's going to be a break, and then we're going to have some impromptu speaking, and there's going to be some evaluation reports. Now that's the way that my club, Shropshire Speakers, does their meetings. Occasionally we'll have a competition, and we know that that's coming far in advance, and I know now how competitions are, and I know what to expect. And the first couple of times, it was a bit scary, something new, out of the ordinary, but I knew that I would be in safe hands because I was with the same group of people who I felt comfortable with at my usual Toastmasters meeting. My call to action for you is to make sure that every Aspergic and autistic person you know knows about Toastmasters. We have clubs all over the world, and it's important that people know that the training is available. It's very inexpensive. Each club has a different price because it depends on the room hire rate that they have to pay out, because it's a not-for-profit organisation. But it's probably going to be about £100 sterling a year. That's probably, $140 a year or something like that, American dollars. It's just such amazing value for money. It works out to about £5, £6 a session because we meet twice a month. I don't know anywhere else where you can buy that kind of training for that kind of money. It's just insane. And you get 2 lots of 2 hours every month for that money. And it's just, obviously I'm a fan. Obviously I've got a lot out of it. But I've got more than just a lot out of it. It's helped me progress. It's helped me leave my corporate job where I was quite unhappy because I couldn't be myself. And it's helped me to help other people. It's a real case of paying it forward. And this is what I'm doing right now. I'm paying it forward, and I'm urging you, if you know anybody who is Aspergic or autistic, please have a look around, Google it. Look on the old computer, find your nearest Toastmasters club. It might be called something speakers or something like that, a public speaking club in your area. But your friend or your family member, whilst it's scary to start with, will thank you, because it is a wonderful, safe place to learn, to grow and to gain evaluation, that valuable thing that we all need and that's delivered in such a supportive way. Do it.